Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Hey guys, 3D Crypto here. Hope everyone's doing well. And guys, in today's video, I'm going to be taking an in-depth look at the REX token staking platform, and more specifically, the staking features that REX offers, which differentiates itself from other platforms such as Hex on the Ethereum blockchain, and other certificate of deposit staking platforms. And the main thing is going to be the flexibility aspect that REX token offers. But before I get into REX token, let's have a quick look at the markets. And as we can see, everything kind of had a bit of a pullback and it's down at the moment. Binance coin, which is the gateway to the Binance Smart Chain and in turn to the REX ecosystem, is at that $370 mark. So it's a good time to buy into Binance coin. It's a good time to dollar cost average, and it's also a very good time to pick up some cheap BNB, because this trend will obviously reverse and then we'll see the price go up. And when the price of BNB goes up, everything on the Binance Smart Chain it goes in line with the BNB coin. If you look at the crypto dominance market, and obviously apart from Bitcoin and Ethereum, everything else is as it should be, all trying to fight for market dominance, and BNB is part of that equation. But let's have a look at the REX ecosystem. And as I've mentioned before in my previous videos, REX is a certificate of deposit. It is very similar to the Hex ecosystem on the Ethereum blockchain, which has done very, very well. And REX looks to build on that ecosystem, but using the Binance Smart Chain. And obviously, as we know, the Binance Smart Chain is a lot more cost effective and it works a lot quicker and it can scale up a lot better than the Ethereum blockchain can currently. So as I mentioned, it's a new asset class. It's on the Binance Smart Chain. It does require MetaMask to be configured to interact with the Binance Smart Chain and the REX ecosystem. So I will leave a link down below on how you guys can go ahead and get your MetaMask set up. Second thing is, to get REX token to stake, you basically need to go on the daily auctions, where you can pick up a maximum of 2 BNB or 5 BNB, depending on if you have the TREX and MREX token, which I will touch on a bit more later on in this video. And then obviously, if you want to have a 10% bonus, I would always say use a referrer address. That way, the person whose address you've used, they get a 10% bonus and you get a 10% bonus. So it's free REX basically. And then obviously the REX is distributed on the daily auctions by looking at the REX pool, looking at the amount of BNB which has been input into that pool, and then it's split evenly. So the amount of REX you put in, the amount of BNB is relative to the amount of REX available. And as you can see today, September 20th, over 460 BNB came into the auction. We've had 443 buys. You can only enter the auction once a day, so 443 participants means 443 different wallets that have gone ahead and entered the auction. And obviously you can see down here, the buying REX on PancakeSwap is 39,000 per BNB, while buying it on the auction is 64,000. So it's a no-brainer buying REX on the auction, because you also basically make yourself eligible to receive the big payday. So basically, if you participate in auctions, the contract tries to give you back those BNB via big payday. So the amount of REX you have attained through auctions and staked will be given back to you via the random big paydays. And obviously, at the end of the auction phase, if you haven't received any big paydays, you will get the BNB Treasury big payday, where everyone who didn't get hit with a BNB big payday will basically get their own payday at the end of the auction. We're on day 94 of 365, so we still have a long way to go. And obviously, I have spoken about the TREX token and the MREX token in my previous video, so I would advise you guys to have a look at that video to see the power of these tokens. People do know the power of these tokens because look at the price. The MREX token is fully sold out on the REX ecosystem's website. You can get it on PancakeSwap. You're going to be paying $448. So a token that started out at 0.1 BNB has 10x to 1 BNB. And the same can be said for the REX token in general. So the REX token is what you're going to be staking and what you're going to be earning. So if we look at BUSD value for REX at the moment, REX is just under a penny. I do remember when this was at like 0.003, 0.002. Some people remember this when it was even less than that. So you can see the REX token is doing amazingly well, and obviously everything goes in line with the REX token. And then the big thing is the TREX. The TREX has a powerful use case, and people realize that. You look at that price, $14,482 to buy one TREX token. Don't forget, guys, this token had a starting price of 1 BNB. That's crazy. And that was when BNB was worth about $390. Now people are just buying it, using it for its power for staking, and then selling it. So that just shows you how powerful it is. But every time they buy and sell, they are putting more funds into the liquidity pool, which is pushing up the TREX token price. So this alone should show you that adoption within the platform is increasing, as we have seen through the auctions, and as we have seen through the TREX supply literally going to zero. We're at 12. There's only 12 TREX tokens to go around on PancakeSwap in liquidity. But guys, the reason I made this video today was to answer a few questions my subscribers had regarding the staking features. So what is staking? Staking is you go ahead and you pledge a certain amount of REX for a certain amount of time, and in return you get interest paid back to you, dependent on how much shares you received from the REX you staked. So quickly, the TREX token is kind of like the power up. The TREX token will always give you a ratio of 1 REX equals 1 share. That as the minimum global share price. If you don't own a TREX, you're going to get, I think it's 0.009 shares per per REX token you pledge. So obviously holding a TREX token is a no-brainer. The main difference between REX and other platforms such as Hex, I always draw a comparison to Hex because it's the closest thing in terms of the staking feature and where the ecosystem sees itself going. The main differentiator is flexibility. The flexibility this REX token gives you and the REX platform gives you is you do get the ability to close a stake early and you pay the penalty, very similar to Hex, but you also get the ability to scrape interest. So scraping interest means you can go ahead and take the interest earned from your stake early. You can do that early and it doesn't affect your stake. It only affects your stake when you go past 100%. What does that mean? So basically that means if the amount you're going to scrape is more than your principal, that stake stops earning interest. You don't lose that stake. The stake will stay there. It will still release. The principal comes back to you at the end date. But until that end date, for that entire period while it's locked and it should be earning interest, it won't be earning interest. And the reason for that is because you've scraped your interest early. So a lot of people are using this technique along with a TREX token to ladder their stakes. And what that does is that gives you the best global share price alongside with the ability to scrape interest. So you can grow your principal very quickly to earn a lot more very quickly. So global share price correlates to your your daily interest rate as well. So if I was to scrape off this stake, I would get back 11,680 REX. If I scrape it, I will scrape more than 100% of my principal. So what happens to this stake? So I will get my 11,680 REX to my wallet, and then the actual stake of 5,500 just freezes now. It's not going to do anything. It won't earn me any more REX. But at the end of the period, so on November 21st, 2036, that stake comes to an end and that principal comes back to me. This is why I like scraping, because it's the best of both worlds. I've got these long stakes that in 15 years, if REX is going parabolic and it's doing amazing things, I've still got my principal that will be able to access, and I'm not paying a penalty just to close down the stake. But at the same time, I've scraped the interest in the short term, and with that interest, I can sell a portion, I can restake that portion, I can start a brand new stake with my TREX token to earn the best possible rate, which is currently with on a on the longest possible plan in the staking system with a TREX token. You're looking around about between 13 to 15% daily. There's nothing else that is anywhere close to that. And obviously, scraping allows you to not kill the stake in terms of penalties, because you can still close a stake, but you will be hit with a penalty. And then it's not viable. You earn an extra 10, maybe 20 REX tokens, but I personally would just let the stake just run. It may not be earning any more interest, but it's still there. It's still your stake. And then that stake, you can still move that stake, and you can, in theory, sell that stake. So let's say you've got a stake, it's still got 15 years left on it, you've scraped the interest off, it's not doing much. And if someone else is collecting these stakes, they might say, hey, you've got this stake, it's got 5,500 REX in it. I want to buy that stake off you. I know it's not going to do anything for me because it's already been scraped 100% plus, but I believe in the REX ecosystem, and you've got this 15-year stake or a 10-year stake or a 1-year stake, and it's worth 5,500 REX when the principal is unlocked. I'll give you 1,000 REX for it. So it has the ability where the stakes themselves, they also become a cryptocurrency of kinds. They become a tradable asset. So yes, scraping is a very, very powerful asset when used in conjunction with the TREX token, because you basically scrape your interest, you start a brand new stake, you use the TREX, and you get the best possible global share price, you get the best possible interest rate, and you basically carry on doing this. And just to further highlight the power of the TREX token, if you go onto the Telegram, a great resource to be in, a great community to be in if you hold REX or are in the REX ecosystem. But they've got some pictures up there, some of the members, and they show you the power of the TREX token. So if you put 1,000 REX in there, you will get 71,000 shares in return just by holding one REX. But if you don't hold the TREX token, that same 1,000 REX stake only yields you 667 shares. So from there, you can see it's a 70,000 share difference by holding a REX token, TREX token, and not holding a TREX token. So if you don't hold a TREX token, then I would say scraping is not a feature you should be using, because obviously you've got to wait longer. So you may be in a better position to have a really, really large REX stake and just stake it for 15 years. And then you close the stake or scrape the stake once you feel comfortable. But if you have that TREX token, that's where scraping becomes such a powerful asset, because you can literally scrape, restake, and keep doing that with the TREX token. And as I said, guys, we're only on like day 94 within the REX ecosystem. There's so much further we have to go. And I think 95% of all REX is locked up in stakes anyway, which is only pushing up the REX price. So you've got this price that is going up. You've got this ecosystem which is just locking up so much REX but still paying you a good interest rate. Then you've got to make these choices. Do you need the MREX token? Do you want that TREX token? All these three things in conjunction with the flexibility the stakes offer you is giving you basically the option to play your own strategy, play your own game. Some people, as I said, they'll get TREX tokens, they'll buy them, they'll stake, and then they'll sell the TREX token back. Because obviously, as long as you have the TREX token while initiating the stake, starting the stake, you'll keep that global share price, you'll keep that global interest rate, you'll keep getting the same rate as if you basically own the TREX forever. So as long as you have it when you start a stake, you're good. But yeah, guys, that is the staking ecosystem explained a little bit more in detail. If you've got any questions or comments, please do leave them down below and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Like I said, the way cryptocurrency is positioned at the moment, it's a perfect opportunity to pick up some cheap BNB, come over to the Binance Smart Chain side and get into the REX ecosystem. Guys, any questions or comments for myself about the REX ecosystem, or if you've got any strategies you want to share with me, please do leave them down below. It's always good to hear from you guys. If you found this video informative, as well as my other videos informative about anything crypto related, please do smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified of my latest content. The more likes, shares, and subs this channel gets, the more likelihood that this video gets recommended to other people who search for crypto related projects, and the more people will be looking at the REX project, and that is what increases adoption. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. As I always say, guys, you work hard for your crypto, make that crypto work just as hard for you. And until my next video, take care.